Hey, what's up guys, this is 9Lives coming at you with another video, and what we're going to be talking about today is sniper secrets for Call of Duty World War II. This is a series that I've done with many previous Call of Duty games, but this is the first episode for World War II, and I hope you guys enjoy. In each of these episodes, I'm going to be hoping to show you something new in Call of Duty about sniping that you've never seen before or that you weren't aware of. If by the end of this video you realize that you've learned something new that you didn't previously know about sniping, please do consider taking 2 seconds to leave a like on the video by the end of it, but only if I was able to show you something new and you enjoyed the video. It definitely takes a lot longer to make this type of video than a normal one, so it would be great to get your feedback as to if it was worth it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Did you just hit that? Oh my god! Did you just hit that? No, you didn't.
So the first sniper secret today is going to be for trickshotters. Now if you're not a trickshotter, don't worry, the next sniper secret coming up will be for you. This one though is about freezing mid-air by calling in the glide bomber kill streak. So here you can see I'm gonna jump off this ledge and call in a glide bomber, and I freeze in midair. I actually died from the guy in the turret. I just thought it was funny, so I went with this clip first. As you can see, that's what it looked like on his kill cam. I just stopped right in the air just above that rock. Now before we move on to the next sniper secret, I just want to show you guys a quick demonstration of what it might be like if you were to incorporate this into a trick shot. So just a simple example here. There you go. And now let's move on to the next sniper secret. So this part here should hopefully be useful to anybody who ever picks up a sniper rifle in Call of Duty World War II. I'm gonna do a couple things here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is compare the scope in speed between the regular scope and the ACOG scope. I wanted to do this because I noticed that in montages that I was watching and in some of the gameplays I was watching, the majority of snipers actually seem to prefer the 4x scope, so the ACOG scope on their sniper rifle rather than the regular full scope. And I wanted to test to see if the ACOG scope actually zoomed in any quicker. And we'll do a few other things with this part too, but first of all, let's just test the scope in speed between the regular scope and the ACOG scope. So basically what I do to run this test is I count the amount of frames that are showing up in the clip from the time that I start scoping in to the time that the scope is fully up. So there's the frame counter right there in the bottom right hand corner, and then from there we can slow it down and get the exact frame number where the scope was fully up. Then we can take that, compare it to the ACOG scope, and see what the difference was in how many frames it takes to get the scope fully up. And there it is right there, 23 frames to get the scope fully up with the regular full-size scope. We can also convert that into seconds, and converted into seconds we see that it's actually going to be 0.384 seconds right there. So let's switch over to the ACOG scope and see what the scope in speed is like. Again, the reason why I want to do this is because I saw so many snipers were using the ACOG scope to record montage clips and everything. So I really thought that the ACOG scope must have been faster because everybody was hitting their clips with the ACOG scope. But here we go, let's time it and see how many frames it takes. So there's the timer again that counts the frames, and it's gonna be 23 frames. So the same amount of frames as it took for the full-size scope. Now, if we convert that over to seconds again, of course, we're gonna see that same number, so 0.384. It's the same speed, exactly the same. Now, to give you guys some context, I'll compare this to sniper rifles in other Call of Duty games. So this is a little bit slower than the Locust from Black Ops 3 and the Ballista from Black Ops 2. It's the same speed as all the sniper rifles in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. So I think the popularity of the 4x scope in World War II must simply be because of the reduced zoom that you get with the 4x scope. Now, since we're talking about scopes, I want to mention one downside of the ACOG scope, and that is that it's harder to quickscope at a distance. So of course, part of that is because it's a lower magnification, but there's something else to it as well. I put a red dot in the center of the screen here, and you can see that with a regular scope, your sniper rifle lines up directly into the center of the screen when you zoom in. The ACOG scope will actually throw you off a little bit if you're trying to quick scope or even hard scope at a longer distance, because what happens when you do the same thing and you just scope in, the red dot is not exactly in the middle of my crosshairs. Every time you scope in, it's actually going to be a little bit different where it will actually center to. So you can see here's a little bit more of an extreme example, but sometimes it'll be up to the right, sometimes it'll be down to the left, and it'll just vary based on each time you scope in. Anyways, moving on to the next sniper secret here, I want to talk a little bit about this new attachment for shotguns in Call of Duty World War II. It's pretty fun. It's called the rifle bullet attachment that you can get for this double barrel shotgun here. Now, if you are somebody who is watching this video from the future and you've already been playing this game for 6 months, well, you probably already know about this attachment. But for everybody watching this video right when the game is coming out, this is probably going to be pretty interesting to you guys if you're interested in sniping, because basically what it is you can take this double barrel shotgun, add this attachment, and you can actually put a sniper rifle bullet into it. So you can just snipe people across the map with this double barrel shotgun. And as you can see, here's some demonstrating here on the screen now. It's extremely fun to use. I actually like it a lot, and I imagine that some people will hit some just insane clips with this. Like, I can't wait to see somebody hit a triple with this, or a quad, or you know, who knows what people are going to be able to hit. People will even be trick shotting with it, I bet. I would love to see a trick shot with this attachment on the shotgun. I think it'll be really cool. I'm so glad that Sledgehammer Games has added this into the game. I'm actually not entirely sure if this is actually like historically accurate, but even if it's not, I really don't mind because it's just a lot of fun to use. I realize that there is a little bit of controversy around this shotgun attachment, but I don't really see why it should be controversial because it's clearly worse than a regular sniper rifle. I think the only reason you would use this attachment is just for fun. It's not very practical. Because look how slowly it reloads, right? It takes forever to reload. If you're actually close quarters at all, it's not really going to be super useful. And by the way, this guy I think wanted to be in the video, so I thought I would include him there. Anyways, if any of you guys want to be featured in one of my videos, the best way to do it is to submit your best clip to my top 10 plays series. I'll have the link to the submission form in the description of this video and also in the pinned comment that I'll post at the top of the comment section. If you want to submit your best World War II clip to me, I will be accepting actually shotgun clips if you're using the sniper rifle bullet in it. So if you have a crazy sniper clip that you want to share or a crazy shotgun clip that you want to share, it could be trick shotting as well, or it could be a crazy kill feed or a collateral, make sure you submit it through that form that is linked below. Moving on to the next sniper secret here, I just wanted to show you how to do the glitch that was at the beginning of this video where you can zoom in without using your scope. So it's kind of like a no scope glitch almost, and you can see that you can actually snipe people with it. Now I do have to give credit where credit is due here and mention that the founder of this glitch was actually a guy named Dare Brisk. So he found this glitch for Call of Duty World War II. I actually made a tutorial for the same glitch back in Call of Duty Ghosts. It was kind of similar, but the method is different now. So I'll put the instructions up on the screen now. I just figured it'd be a little bit easier to follow along that way, but I'll read it out as well. So you have to be using the Airborne Division because the Airborne Division allows you to use a silencer on your SMG. You have to start with the silencer on your SMG, and then the button sequence to get into the glitch is left D-pad, triangle, L1, triangle. And that's for the PS4. The Xbox was on there as well if you're interested. Moving on to the next sniper secret, what we've got here is an insta swap. So that was a demonstration of the insta swap, and here is a regular swap. So the whole point of the insta swap is you can immediately switch to a sniper rifle and take the shot in much less time than a regular swap. So here it is again in slow motion, the insta swap. As soon as it comes out, I'm already firing. 0.517 is how many seconds it took to pull it out, so about half a second. Now if we check back with the regular swap and do a timer on that one as well, here you can see the time for that, and that's going to be 0.918 seconds. That's the regular speed. So it's a pretty substantial difference. It's almost twice the speed that you can pull out your sniper rifle and take a shot if you insta swap. It can be super useful if you've got enemies right up in your face and you want to quickly try and no scope them with a sniper rifle. This is also useful for trick shotters. Trick shotters use this all the time. The button sequence, if you want to try this out for yourself, is going to be to hold L1, double tap triangle, and then release L1. That's for PS4, and the Xbox One version is on there as well. So if you have any clips that you've hit on Call of Duty World War II, make sure you check out the link in the description where you can submit your best clips. I'm looking for collaterals, like triple collaterals, quad collaterals, 5 on screens, quad feeds, whatever you've got, the best you've got, just submit it through the form and you might be featured in a video. If you do get featured in a video, I'll be able to link to your channel so people can check out your channel as well. There's a spot on the forum to do that. And yeah, good luck to everybody who's able to submit a clip. Now, before I wrap it up, I just want to mention at the beginning of the video, I talked about leaving a like if you learned something new. So if you did learn something new, please do take 2 seconds to leave a like. Of course, only if you enjoyed the video and if you learned something new, but I would really appreciate it. On the screen now, I have a link to my 108 kill sniper gameplay that I recently uploaded on Call of Duty World War II. The link is right there on the screen, so if you want to check out the 108 kill sniper gameplay, just go ahead and give that a click. This gameplay that you're seeing on the screen right now is actually a preview from that game, so if it looks good to you, check out that video, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more content on Call of Duty World War II, as I'll be uploading lots more, and I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Peace.